What is going on, guys? Sam the Raid Man coming back at you with another video. Hope you guys are all having a great weekend. I just played some Ultimate Frisbee this morning, so I'm a little tired, but I showered. I'm playing Raid. Weekend's going really well. Really quick, are you guys going for the Rosalvarg fusion that is currently live in-game? Personally, I am. I think he's very unique and a super cool champion that I think if you can't get, you should get. But for the video today, we're going to be testing another Unkillable team. The goal is to test every single Unkillable team on Deadwood Jedi's website. So the way I'm looking at those, I just go to his website and I click on SpeedTunes Unkillable, and this one pops up. And we're going to test every single one. Can't test these quite yet. Didn't really receive any comments. I basically built this team. I don't have Elva Autumnborn, but you can replace her with 2 Hanorok. I've already built that team. I'm happy to do it again if you guys are interested. If you do want me to build that team, leave it in the comments. If I don't see any comments, I'll probably mention it one more time in the future, and then I just won't build it if nobody comments. The budget myth air requires 2 Painkeepers. So I'll probably pull all my voids next weekend, and if I pull them and pull another Painkeeper, then I'll build her out and build this team. And then we have built the Ninja Helicath version 2. That's what we built last week. And then today we built the budget Maneater Unkillable. And so let me pull this up in game. The team I went with, it's a little flexible. Let me go down to Ultra Nightmare. It's not going to let me look at that team. All right, let's just trick the system out. Click on something here, pull up the team this way. Or does it separate? Looks like it does separate. Maybe Doom Tower has different ones. Bear with me, guys. Let's run down here. Look at these teams. Are these correct? These are correct. Okay, perfect. Thank you for bearing with me. The team we went with is Gentoro, who's our decreased defense and weaken. Granted, we didn't really need him because Ninja brings decreased defense, Geo brings weaken, but he just has a ton of damage. And he's really cool in teams that allow you to decrease cooldowns. And Painkeeper every 4 turns, which is once every clan boss 3 turns, is going to decrease their cooldowns by 1. Both of Gentoro's skills are on 3-turn cooldowns, and this one decreases the cooldown of this one. So basically, we barely use the A1. It's almost always A2 and A3. And the A3 decreases defense and weaken, hits really hard, will attack 5 times instead of 1 on every 4th use of the skill against the same target in 1 round. Basically, the clan boss is the only one he's targeting. So every 4th time he uses Oni's Rage, which he's going to use it a lot, attacks 5 times. And by itself hits around 200,000 with no increased attack. So when it goes 5 times, it does about 1 million damage, which is so cool to see. It's the hardest single target hit in the game, barring some special stipulations like a Corpulent Cadaver in a Infinity Shield team. With increased attack, I tried to test this team that I needed a Force Affinity stun target. So I tried it with Brachus, and he brings the increased attack. With the increased attack, we do about 1.5 million damage, which is pretty cool. But the team didn't work well with Brachus. He heals too much and doesn't take the stun when he needs to. For Geo, I forced him to do HP burn. Let's go over their builds really quick. For Gentoro, I have 5,892 attack. Don't really care about defense more than Geo, basically, is all we care about. So Geo has 1740, 2100 defense, 2000 defense, 2500 defense, 1800 defense. Hers is a little bit low, but we made it work. The clan boss will typically target the person who's weak. Gentoro, we have 176 speed, 100% crit rate, 305 crit damage, 230 accuracy, which is a little bit low. I'd rather be a little bit higher, about 250 maybe. 230 is good, but you will get some resist. But luckily we had the coverage from Geo and Ninja as well. Geo we did build for damage. He's super slow at 113, 5300 attack, high HP, low defense. 100% crit rate, 274 crit damage, 230 accuracy. Ninja, 7,100 attack. He's built to the 9s. He's built to nuke. 2,000 defense, 172 speed, 80% crit rate, which is a little bit low, but we were strong affinity, so that helped. 265 crit damage, 219 accuracy, a little bit low, but again, we're strong affinity. Maneater, built for damage, 4,400 attack, 241 speed, 80% crit rate, 238 crit damage. Painkeeper, 3,700 attack, 35,000 HP, which stinks because some of her damage does damage off of HP and defense, but you can't build either of those super high. 219 speed, 233 crit damage, and we actually built her in a toxic set, so she's placing poisons on the A1 and the A2. Now, I was pretty happy with the results for this. I think it's a pretty cool team. Basically, this is just the regular budget Maneater Unkillable team with these two right here and a stun target and then 2 DPS. The difference with this one is the speed tune allows for us to use Ninja here, which typically you cannot use Ninja. It requires special teams for you to build them. I realized after I tested 2 Ninja teams in a row, I want my Ninja pretty much permanently to be sitting in a Regen Immortal set for Sand Devil. So right now his build is messed up. So I'm probably going to go ahead and test all the Ninja Unkillable teams, get those out of the way soon, and so I can get him back into that build. So moving forward, if you guys are enjoying this content, I'm going to test every single one of these Unkillable teams. If you're looking for help building these, you can join my Discord and ask me questions, or if you want me to build one for you, I have a website. I'll link that in the description of the video below. You can go there, fill out the form, and I can build Unkillable teams for you. I've built probably 30 for subscribers so far, and yeah, I've had all good reviews. Nobody had anything negative to say. I do my best to do it very timely and fast, and I work hard to keep the prices as low as possible. They're much lower than the other content creators I know that charge for these. So yeah, if you're looking for that, definitely feel free to go to my website. If you enjoy the content, please subscribe to the channel. We just hit 500, which I'm super happy about, but we're trying to push to 1,000 so we can get in the content creator program with Raid. Now, Maneater and Painkeeper required. For this particular speed tune, it's utilizing Ninja. And I think this team is great because if you have been playing long enough to use Ninja, or you have Ninja, he's amazing, but you might not have spent enough money to have, 2 Maneaters, or a Helicath, or a Sir Nicholas, or a Mashald, or Seeker, Deacon, Demitha, the other champions, right? So this is like a budget team for people who've played the game for a while, have good gear, maybe, because this is a team that can definitely do some really good damage. Typically, it is a budget Maneater team. It's typically a 3 to a 2 key team max. This one with Ninja is an easy 2 key. Even with bare bones gear, if you can get these guys up to their speeds and a little bit of damage here, it's easy 2 key. And really, you can get pretty close to a 1 key. So let me go ahead and pull up the results. So these are the results we received. This was against Spirit Affinity Clan Boss. The setup is a little bit different there. I will link as always, link the speed tune on Deadwood Jedi's website in the description below. We did 62.3 million, which is just shy of a 1 key. I think with a better stun target, maybe we can get up there. Maybe with another toxic set here, we can get up there. Definitely close to that 1 key. So Gentoro did 15 million, which is crazy because like 5 of those are probably his 5 hitting Oni's Rage, where he does 1 million damage. Very cool champion. One of my favorites. Not necessarily the best damage dealer, but definitely one of my favorites to test and mess around with. Geo did 12 million, and the issue I ran into with Geo, he is amazing for this team. He's really great for traditional teams and Maneater Unkillable teams. He's not near as good for Helicath block damage teams because he reflects damage that you take, and if you're not taking damage due to the block damage or the shields, then he's not going to do a ton of damage, right? He's still good there, but he shines here. And the issue I ran into was he has to be the one who places the HP burn to get the reflect damage. And so Ninja also places HP burn. So if Ninja places it, overrides Geo's, and then the clan boss attacks, there's no reflect happening. So he's questionable here. 12 million is still good damage, but I think if we could get another champion in there, they could probably do similar damage. Now Ninja, of course, did the most with 19.53. The run is interesting because you have to prioritize his A3, and so it doesn't lower the cooldown of the A2, which stinks, but it's just how the speed tune has to work because he gains turn meter on his A1. I honestly wish they would remove that part of his kit, make it way easier to tune, and his damage would probably go up to 25 million. Because his A2, where he hits 3 times, places HP burn, activates HP burn, that's where he does all of his damage. And so if he could just do that more often, he would do more damage. Maneater did 8.8, which I thought was pretty respectable. I have 2-star Cruelty on him, 1-star Brimstone on Ninja, 1-star Phantom Touch on Geo, and Gentoro, 2-star Phantom Touch on Painkeeper. One thing I will call out, my Ninja is really not in a damage build. I kept his masteries, or his gear is damage. His masteries are still support. So he doesn't have War Master. He doesn't have all of the offense masteries. He's all defense and support tree for Sand Devils. I don't want to spend the 300 gems to switch him once and then switch him back. So I'm going to leave him in those. He would definitely do more damage there. That's why I think this team is possible to get to that 1 key. So yeah, the team I think is pretty great. Geo can be anybody, but he is a stun target. And so one of the downsides of this team, if I'm thinking about scale of 1 to 10, how good is this team? I'd probably give it a 7, I think. Definitely more budget friendly. Like I know I have 2 legendaries in here, one of everyone's favorite epics. If you only have 1 Geo, you probably don't want to build them for damage. But these 2 are relatively easier to get. I know he's a Void Epic, and I know she's a Void Rare, but they're a lot easier to get than some of the other champions. Maneater's been in the game way longer than Demitha. Ninja was a login champion. Geo can be anybody. Gentoro can be anybody, especially if you're bringing in one of these guys has to bring in Weekend because Ninja does the decreased defense. And then the other one can just be a Poisoner. So this can be a Bulwark, and this can be a Frozen Banshee, and these 3 have to stay the same for this speed tune, but it's pretty flexible, and that's one of the reasons I rate it higher. The easy 2 key is a main reason of why I rate it higher. Reasons that I don't rank it at 10, it's not full auto, and Ninja doesn't work on Force Affinity, and you're going to see that as a consistent theme with all of these Ninja teams. He just does not work on Force Affinity because you can't bank on him critting, which is how he gains Terminator's A1 is if he inflicts a critical hit. So that's definitely going to be a downside. You have to bring in a different damage dealer for Force Affinity, which is why I couldn't test this 2 days ago. I had to wait until yesterday to do it because these clan boss was Force Affinity. So that's one of the reasons I don't rank it as highly. And then you have to work out the stun targets. You have to build the other champions with defense and lower HP and build the stun target with really low defense and high HP. And it's difficult. For example, this was on Spirit. If this was on Magic, I would probably have to build a different stun target because you're not going to target a Geomancer who is the clan boss is weak against. He would target my Ninja or my Gentoro or maybe even one of these guys, and that you cannot allow that to happen. They'll die. The run will just end. So you have to build out at least 2 stun targets. So say you're running Ninja, a Spirit Affinity, and then a Force Affinity. You're gonna have to build out 2 or 3 damage dealers. It helps that these guys are the same, but that definitely brings it down a little bit, having to build out multiple slow boys for the team. I do think, like I said earlier, I think this is a great team for someone who's been playing for a while, maybe hasn't pulled a ton of champions or pulled a ton of shards, has a few viable champions, like mainly these 3, and has pretty good gear. Because as you can see, solid 2 key can definitely push up towards a 1 key. So that's going to be it for the video today, guys. I hope you enjoy it. Also, let me know in the comments, do you guys want me to show you footage from the run? I'm trying to keep the video as short as possible for you guys' sake. I'm not putting ads on it so I don't get money from length of video or the number of ads in there. So I want to enhance you guys' viewing experience. But if you guys want to see some of the clan boss runs, I'm more than happy to put some of that in there, maybe speed it up, play some music. I'm definitely happy to do that. But at the same time, I know you guys want to watch shorter videos and I don't want to waste your time. So let me know. Please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.